Hey guys, Richard here from the School of Nomads. So in today's video I want to take you through a new software called EZ SalaryZ. Now this software is produced by Mosh Barry and Jason Fulton. It's due to be released on the 6th of March, and essentially what it's doing is it's allowing you to create membership sites. So I'm going to take you through the software, I'll show you the sales page, I'll show you the OTOs, and then I'll take you into the software itself, where I'll give you some of my pros and some of my cons, and then I'll help you decide whether this is going to be good for your business. So just before we start, my name is Richard Darby, this is the School of Nomads. Don't forget to hit the subscribe and the notification bell if you want to hear more reviews like this, and any comments please leave them below. So I've just jumped over to the sales page. Now this sales page is really concentrating on the benefits of having membership sites and the speed that this software allows you to do them. So as you go through the sales page, it's kind of the standard sales page. They're giving you a lot of the benefits that you can achieve. There is a demo video on here, and there is also some bonuses. I'm going to show you through all of this. So there's the usual kind of hypey type title, but I would take a step back when I see some of these sales pages, because essentially the idea is that they are trying to get you excited by the product itself. So you're always expecting a little bit of hypiness to a sales page. The world's first salary replacement software. Well, if this is obviously looking at membership sites, it's not the only option for membership sites. I kind of put a few of them on the screen now. There's a few other options that you can have, but essentially once you scroll down, you see there's a welcome video here, which is actually an animated video.
These next few minutes will mark the most important thing you'll do in a very long time.
Okay, so you can see that already the way that video is going to go. But it just takes you through the need to have this kind of reoccurring income and the fact that you can stop with your day job. So let's just scroll down to the actual benefits they're given, and they're listed here. So they say you can create a recurring passive income. So you can create recurring income. That's the whole point of our membership sites, and that's the real value of having this kind of income model, is the fact that once you get members on board, they'll pay you month after month. The problem is it's not passive at all, because if you have a membership site, if you've ever been a member of one, what you'll find is you'll join it and you'll use all the videos in there, and after the month's gone, you'll be sick of it and you'll start to cancel your membership. So actually a lot of membership sites, people are only members for 1, 2 or 3 months, and if you look at anything like ClickBank, when they have reoccurring income, the reoccurring income models on there, they also show you that people don't carry on paying that reoccurring income for very long. So you've got to work really hard on a membership site to keep people interested and keep people coming back month after month. And there's some great examples out there, but again, they take a lot of work to maintain. Secondly, you can launch and load in just 30 seconds. So up above it says 60 seconds, down below somewhere it says 48 seconds. So let's just take it away that they're saying that this is going to be fast. They automatically fetches products and videos. So this is integrated with various platforms like Amazon and Google Drive and Dropbox, and it allows you just to bring those products over automatically. So that's fine. Get reoccurring payments monthly. That's the point of the financial model, obviously. There's a one-time price to pay for this. I'll get to the prices at the bottom of the page, but the only thing with one-time prices is I find that when I have several other memberships to other sites like Videos, Content Samurai, those are different types of sites, but essentially they are membership sites, and they come out with updates all of the time for them. So you'll find that because you're paying on a monthly basis for them, they're constantly getting updated. So for this being a one-time price, it tells me that they're probably not going to be maintaining this over the time. So just be wary when you see a one-time price for a site that you'll need to be working for a long time if this is going to be one of your main membership sites. And again, if you think about WordPress or other sites like that, WordPress are constantly giving you updates. All of the applications that you have on WordPress are constantly getting updated. This one, I'm not so sure. So just be wary of that kind of thing. They say it's newbie friendly. Let's go ahead and have a look at that, because sometimes these things need a little bit of integrating with other softwares, so then they turn out not to be that newbie friendly. Every marketer needs this. Let's go and check that out. No website needed, and it's fully cloud-based software. So it is on the cloud. You don't need to actually have a website to go ahead and run this. So we'll go ahead and check out what that looks like. So I'm going to shoot to the bottom and look at the bonuses that you get. And again, if you look through this sales page, there's just more and more benefits about how good it is to have a membership site, what that kind of financial model looks like to you, and then there's some demo videos. So let's just scroll past all of this, and then we'll go to the actual bonus section. So jump down to the bonus section. The first two bonuses are centered around the types of products that you can build for your membership site. So One talks about how you can use white label products, and the other one talks about how you can create products of your own and really create products out of PLR type material. So there is a number of ways that obviously you can build products. You can get one that's completely unique that you created, or you can get PLR type material and you can edit that and make it into a different type of product. So both of those models are okay. Obviously, the preferable way is if you do it totally uniquely. But if you want a membership site where you have a certain amount of your own products and then a certain amount of PLR ones that you've used that are congruent with your own products, then that's fine. But of course, if you have any kind of PLR products, there's a private label rights, which means you can edit them in any way you want. You need to spend a lot of time editing them, right? You can't just have the same old PLR products as everybody else, because that'll soon be seen by members and they'll stop paying for membership. So just keep that in mind. But the first two bonuses I'll show you once we get into the software because they're part of the training. Third one is around having an agency license. So this allows you to do this with other people. So if you've got a business where you want to make membership pipe for other people, then potentially that license allows you to do that. And then the fourth one is around having a private support group. So these vendors actually do a lot of their support through Facebook. I've been a member of some of their groups before, which is kind of okay. There is a missing piece once I got into the software that you'll have a look at around the support piece. Be wary if there's not any kind of specific ticketing type support for one of these products, because it is problematic once you start getting issues. And then number 5, there's a case study for 300,000 visitors. So I'm going to shoot to the bottom now. Let's have a look at the pricing and then let's have a look at the guarantee. Okay, so jump down to the pricing. There's two kind of levels of pricing here. One is the Lite, one is the Pro on the front end. The Lite is $29 and the Pro is $27. Obviously they're trying to steer you towards the Pro. The Pro is you're allowed 10 membership sites within the software when you have Pro. One of the upgrades is actually to have more. And there's also a done for you funnel in there. So there's a funnel that's already got products in it that you can go ahead and potentially use straight away. Now the funnels are the individual membership sites themselves, and you can add products to those funnels, and that becomes kind of your site within the software. Again, most people I guess are going to go for this $27 if they're interested in this. I'll scroll down to the money back guarantee, because I noticed that this is quite an unusual one. So they have the usual 30-day money back guarantee. So if you look to the left, it looks like the usual 100% money back guarantee. But then I look to the right and it says essentially they'll only give you your money back if you had a problem with the software, because they're asking you to provide proof and a valid reason if you've used the software and it didn't work for you. It's kind of problematic, this, to me, because obviously it's going to be a struggle to get your money back, and I've had some experience with these in the past, and it is quite hard to get your money back if you're not interested. In a way, I get it, because they don't want people just buying their stuff and then consuming it. But I would think that would be more for if you had a training course and you provided that training course for 30 days and people just read through it all and then decided they want their money back. That is problematic because they've already had that benefit of that training. But something like a software where to keep it working you have to get access to it, I think that's kind of a strange one. But I guess, just keep that in mind if you are interested in getting this, that is going to be quite difficult to get your money back if you're not happy with it. So I'm over on the OTOs. The first one is going to be the EZ Salary Unlimited Profits Edition. So I mentioned that on the Pro Edition you get 10 sites. So you get 10 funnels, which are basically 10 membership sites. This allows you to do as many as you want within that software. So this is going to be $97 a year extra, or the downsell to this is $27 a month. So again, they actually make more for the downsell than they would for the upsell. Number 2 is 20 funnels or sites that they've already done for you in different niches. So you can go ahead and promote them straight away, and that's $297. So number 3 is the EZ Super Traffic Machine. So this is the way that they're saying they can get additional traffic to your sites by using affiliate stores. I'm going to talk a little bit about the traffic later on when I talk about my cons, but that's about $67 and you get a downsell of $47. So then you've got the 100% conversion booster at $77, which downsells to $57. So this is different ways that they can enhance your sales pages to get more people to purchase. So they can add a Facebook pixel. Anyone that doesn't know what a Facebook pixel is, if you ever searched online for anything and then suddenly something appears on your Facebook timeline, that's a Facebook pixel. So the sites that have those Facebook pixels basically is a way that you can then replicate whatever that product is onto a Facebook timeline, and then the person will see it again and they're more likely to buy it once they see that once, twice, 3 times. You can have some premium SEO optimization here. You can add countdown timers, exit pop-outs, all the usual stuff that you see on a sales page to encourage you to buy. That's kind of an enhancement they say they can put on the sales pages for you that they provide. And then the last one is license rights, and allows you to resell this software for 100% of the money. So that's $97, and the downsell is $67. So that's all of the different OTOs, all of the different pricing. Let's jump into the actual software itself, and let's kind of see what this is all about. So I jumped over to the dashboard that you'll see when you first log in. Now, this is the review edition, so yours might be slightly different once you get to it, once they have the final edition out. But essentially you have these columns on the left that take you through the dashboard, the funnel, products, file hosting, and autoresponder settings. I'll take you through all of them. At the top here on the left hand side, you've got the upgrades. So those OTOs that I just showed you, you kind of look through, once you've gone through those OTOs, once you get into the members area itself, it also can take you back to those OTOs if you decide to purchase anything else. And then you've got the training, which takes you over to the training site itself, and I'll show you the members kind of training area and some of the training that's in there. So what you've got on here is, it's a cloud-based software, so all of this that you see here can actually be changed if you once I go into it, and I'll show you how you can edit certain things on here. Okay, so if I come down to funnels, I'll just pick a funnel for an example, and I'll show you through the types of things that you can do with these funnels. Now the funnels are the individual membership sites themselves, right? So there's various settings that you can do to create that membership site. So the first one is the domains. You can have various domains that you set up to direct people to the login page, the forget password page. There's various domains that you can set up. Now, because this is cloud-based, that you don't have to actually go ahead and buy a domain to do this, although I think it would be a good idea if you were able to create something like this. It's more personalized, it looks better to other people, but essentially you can go ahead and just use their existing domains, and if you change this name, it'll change the access URLs here, and then you can go ahead and you can view these various pages. So if I come back, you can see the various pages that you can create. So that's the domains. So jump over to the products page. Essentially how this works is that by integrating with Amazon S3 or Google Drive or Dropbox, it just drags the products in that you've stored in those areas into the software. Once you've got them there, you can then add them to whatever funnel you want. So we'd have to have existing products within the database to be able to drag them into your funnel. But essentially it's pretty easy. You just add the product here, and then you would go ahead and add the product. Come over to customization. This allows you can see this is pretty white and pretty plain at the moment. This allows you to change the colors, add background images, add your own logo, so it makes you really kind of make this look a lot nicer. Same with some of the other settings around text and stuff, you can change all that. And in the dashboard setting, you could kind of change all of this and add your own copyright messages. So again, pretty simple, so far no real issues. Payment gateway, you can add your own payment gateways to this, so you would name it, and it depends what payment gateway you want to add. So you can have JVZoo, Warrior Plus, Warrior Foreman, Pay Kickstart, the usual kind of payment gateways, and you add them to this funnel, and once people become members, they would end up coming back to the actual site, and the payments would be done through those particular gateways. So integrations, you can connect email services to your particular funnel, so it depends what you've set up in the system. I'll show you how to do that in a second. You can go ahead and select that service, and that becomes the autoresponder you're going to use for that particular funnel. Then you have the members management area, where you can have, it shows you what memberships that you're actually creating, and you can manage the members from that area. And then you have your individual pages, so you can go ahead and create different pages for those members, and they actually have the overall designs within the system, and there's a page builder within the system. So again, it makes it pretty simple if you wanted to go ahead and create a page, and you can go ahead and add different pages. You've got sales pages, you've got thank you pages. So that's how you create the funnel itself. If you come across down the menu, you've got your product menu here, where you can actually come across and import your products from those various platforms that I mentioned earlier. And again, there's some training in here that explains how to do that. Set up your file hosting. So your products are obviously stored in these various locations, so you'd need to go ahead and set that file hosting up by actually adding the various details here. Once you set that file hosting up, if you come back to the products, you'll see once I try and import one, it'll ask me for what server I'm trying to import it from, and then the account, and that's all coming from these settings in the actual file hosting area. And then lastly, the autoresponders. There's multiple autoresponders that you can connect with. And again, once you're setting up your funnel, you'll see that there will be a list of autoresponders that you've already set up in the system. And if I wanted to come across and set up, I don't know, get response, I'd have to get the API key from get response and bring it in from here. So again, from an actual piece of software itself, it isn't actually too bad, right? And because I think that if you had some good content, whether it be your own or whether it be some kind of PLR content that you've obviously edited and made look a lot different, then this is quite an easy way to kind of combine it and bring it all into one platform, right? You can do that other ways. You can always put it on even WordPress and do the same kind of thing. But for $27, this isn't a bad piece of software if that's what you wanted to do. So the pros of this, I would say, is that it is pretty easy to do. It is somewhere where you could gather those various products into one place and then be able to advertise that to others and say, hey, I've got a nice little site here and it's all centered around one certain topic. And it does allow you to be able to build up that payment processor and have integration with your autoresponder and all of those various other components that are needed to make a membership site successful. What it doesn't do is on the sales page, it's obviously saying that this is going to be dead easy. And then once you have this, you're going to have all of this traffic. The traffic is going to be the major component here, and actually with a lot of these types of products that you have, a lot of them are the kind of foundations and the house that you build, but where are the people going to come from that come to this site? That's the piece that's huge. So there's two major pieces of work here. One, when you're having a site like this, is all around how do you maintain it, how do you keep it fresh, how do you keep it current, how do you make sure that people are going to be members for a long time, how do you keep getting those recurring incomes. And then the second one is all about where do you get those people from. So you can obviously use lots of different traffic methods like social media. So overall, if you take that one step back, there's two main types of traffic that you would need. It would either be paid traffic or it would be organic traffic. Now the paid traffic is obviously more expensive and more risky, but there's no reason why you couldn't, if you knew about paid traffic, be able to use that type of traffic. But the organic traffic is less risky, but it takes a lot more time to start getting people on board. So if you're using either YouTube or social media or anything like that to bring traffic to a platform like this, it would take a lot more time. Overall, I wouldn't say this is for newbies at all. This would probably be someone who was looking for something very quickly to kind of build a membership site out from, but and also had already some existing kind of traffic that they had that they could bring into an interface like this. I don't think the product is too bad, right? But for newbies, I definitely wouldn't want something like this because there's a lot of things that you need to connect with here, a lot of things that you need to have going. So a newbie wouldn't have an autoresponder, right? A newbie needs to learn how to set up emails into that autoresponder and have them go out in certain period. A newbie wouldn't have things like a payment processor, so they need to be able to set that up. So, there's lots of other things that you need to do to make this successful. Now, somebody more experienced may have some of those things, so this would be a lot quicker to set up. Overall, I'm not going to say this is a bad product. I think that's not a genuine kind of response to it. It's just a very, very simple piece of software that you can use to kind of create some very, very simple membership site. And again, the downside to that is because this is a one-time fee, I don't know how long this would be maintained for. And then the other thing is around the support. I can't see anywhere on this software that is giving me support. Okay, so I'm not really sure how I would get support if I had some kind of issue with this. So I guess that once they sell it to you, they're going to give you the access to the Facebook group, and that's where I would go. But I would prefer to have something directly on here. So that's kind of my view of the overall software itself. And let's just jump over to the kind of training area and have a look at some of this training. So the two bonuses that they offered, remember the bonuses around the white label and the product creation, they're both PLR, right? I've actually gone on and I've searched for these on Google, and you can get these on PLR, which I'm kind of disappointed at really, because I thought these would be something a little bit more significant than just some PLR that they bought off a site. But you know, if this is good information, I guess it's good enough for people to kind of learn how to profit from white label type information. And then product creation success is taking you through how to kind of take products and be able to create products for this particular market. So Again, they're very, very simple videos, and I'm pretty sure these are going to be...
Course, keys to product creation success.
This isn't Mosh or Jason. This is PLR material again that they bought. So, the bonuses aren't great. There is a 90-second demo here. Again, I talked to you earlier about it's either going to take you 30 seconds or 90 seconds or 60 seconds. It is quick to set up, but what is not quick is that you need those products in the background to be able to drag in. So if you've already got those products there, then bringing them into this interface and doing a few settings is going to be reasonably quick, right? So again, Mosh takes you through this 90-second demo. Then you have the customer training. Now this customer training takes you through everything that I kind of went through quite quickly. How to set up the payment gateways and how to use the page builder. The page builder piece isn't great, but it at least it gives you 2 or 3 pages that you can go ahead and edit. There is things like ClickFunnels and various other page builders that you can get out there. They're a lot better quality, but there's no real reason why you couldn't use one of those page builders and then use those. You just link back to this site once people have come into it. So kind of in summary, what this product is kind of a software that allows you to bring products into one area and manage those products from that area. As a membership site platform, it's okay. It's very, very simple, right? There is lots of much nicer looking membership site platforms out there, but for the cost, if you were really just beginning, this is not a bad little piece of software. But essentially, this is not going to make you money, right? This is just one very small component in a whole series of components that you'll need to put together to make this money. The biggest one being the traffic. I mentioned that already. You need to get traffic. To get anywhere near the number of members that they're claiming you can get with this, you need to spend, if it's free, a long time building up that traffic if it's organic, or you'll have to have a lot of trial and error in your paid traffic methods to kind of make sure that you're not spending too much and getting those members in the door. So the traffic piece is a huge component. Then you'll need really high quality products, and you need to be able to produce those products on a regular basis to keep people interested, right? Whenever you've been to a membership site, you may have been a member yourself. After 2 or 3 months, a lot of these membership sites, you're done. You've gone through everything, and unfortunately, a lot of people are like shiny object lovers. They'll go off and they'll go off to the next shiny object, and they'll think, I'm not going to keep paying for that membership site. It takes a damn lot of work to keep a membership site fresh and relevant. So this is not going to be something that people are going to look at, and once you've uploaded a bunch of products, they're going to stick with you forever. That's just not going to work, right? What you need to be able to do is stick at it and keep refreshing that content on an ongoing basis. So that's the other big component. And then the third thing is around the support for this and how we're going to keep this software running and how long is this software going to be running for. Because a lot of these other membership sites, they're kind of a monthly fee. Reason they're a monthly fee is they have constant upgrades to them, because obviously in the internet world, this kind of cloud-based software is always changing and needs upgrading. So that's the other thing I'm kind of concerned with on this. And then the last thing really is the 30-day money-back guarantee. I'm not impressed with the fact that they won't just give you your money back if you're not happy with this software once you've started using it. There is a lot of things here that I think from newbies could struggle with and they may need some help with. And overall, if you're a customer of somebody, you should be able to get your money back. So I'm kind of not impressed with that. Overall, I give this 4 out of 10, mainly because I think that the interface itself is good and I don't see any real problems with the interface, but I'm not impressed with some of the other things. And if they're selling this and saying that you'll be able to make money straight away, it's just not true. The main issue I see with this is that you could build the best set site in the world, you could make it look absolutely brilliant, and then no one will come along and be your member. And the key component to any of this stuff is to have people that are going to end up being your members, okay? So I hope you found that review was useful. I've tried to be as fair as I can be. This is just my opinion. At the end of the day, other folks might have a completely different opinion to me. But I want you to be able to look at this product and have some real background to it before you decide to go ahead and purchase. So I hope that review was useful to you. I'm trying to be as balanced as I can. This is my own opinion, obviously, based on my own experience. If you have any comments, please go ahead and leave them below. My name is Richard Darby. This is the School of Nomads. Go ahead and hit that subscribe and notification bell. We release new tips and reviews every single week. Until next time, take care.